and gentlemen, presenting JMA Puniton Elementary School on its 19th Graduation Ceremonies, School Year 2020 to 2021, with a theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. And now, the teaching staff of JMA Puniton Elementary School with our bayaning guro and our guest speaker. Mrs. Raquel C. Alfon, Elementary School Head Teacher 3. Mrs. Catherine G. Tursar, Kindergarten Advisor. Mrs. Amor V. Likawan, Grade 1 Advisor. Mrs. Irma C. Antonio, Grade 2 Advisor. Mrs. Lisel B. Panti, Grade 3 and 4 Advisor. Mrs. Esmeralda S. Mercado, Grade 5 and 6 Advisor. Mr. Alden T. Padilla, Bayaning Guro. And the guest speaker. Start with, may we all put ourselves into patriotism as we listen to the Philippine National Anthem, to be followed right away by an opening prayer, the regional march, and the Katandungan hymn.
Aming makapangyarihan at mapagmahal na Ama, ang aming mga puso ay puspos ng galak sa araw na ito na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin. Lahat po ng mga bagay na inyong ibinibigay sa amin ay patunay ng inyong walang hanggang pagmamahal. Salamat po sa isa na namang taong magtatapos. Ganun din sa lahat ng mga kaalamang aming natutunan. Salamat po sa aming mga magulang, sa kanilang walang sawang pagsasakripisyo at pagmamahal sa amin. Salamat po sa aming mga guro, punong guro at iba pang pinuno ng paaralan, sa kanilang walang kapagurang pagtuturo sa amin ng iba't ibang kaalaman at kagandahang asal. Salamat po sa aming mga kamag-aral at kaibigan, sa kanilang pagbibigay buhay sa aming paglalakbay. Salamat po sa aming mahal na paaralan, sa kanyang pag-aaruga at pagbibigay ng pangalawang tahanan. Panginoon, marami po kaming pinagdaanan. Sa loob ng ilang taon, iba't ibang uri ng problema ang aming naranasan. Naniniwala po kami, Ama, na sa aming paglalakbay sa buhay, may mga pagsubok kaming kailangang lampasan. Bagamat minsan ay gusto naming magtago, alam naming hindi ito maaaring takasan, sapagkat sa iyong karunungan, ang mga bagyo, pasakit at mga paghihirap na ito ang siyang magiging daan upang kami ay mas maging matatag at mabuting nilalang. Salamat po sa pag-antabay sa amin. Taos puso po kaming humihingi ng tawad sa lahat ng aming kasalanan. Ang mga ito po ay bunga ng aming karupukan. Tulungan ninyo po kaming hanapin ang kapayapaan at yakapin ang kabutihan. Sa araw pong ito ng aming pagtatapos, lubos po kaming nagpapasalamat sa inyo. Buksan ninyo po ang aming mga mata upang makita ang kagandahan sa aming paligid. Buksan niyo po ang aming mga tenga sa pakikinig sa lahat ng mga mensaheng ibibigay sa pagtitipong ito. Naniniwala po kami na ito ay galing sa inyo. Buksan niyo rin po ang aming mga isipan upang piliin naming matutunan ang mga bagay na naaayon sa inyong kagustuhan. Higit sa lahat, buksan niyo po ang aming mga puso para mas lalo naming mahalin ang mga bagay na ipinagkakaloob niyo sa amin, katulad ng aming pag-aaral. Sa amin po mga gagawing desisyon sa hinaharap, patuloy niyo po kaming gabayan. Naway gawin mo kaming mga instrumento upang ang inyong pag-ibig ay patuloy na mananatili sa lahat ng panahon ng aming buhay. Lahat pong ito ay aming ipinapanalangin sa ngalan ng iyong anak na si Jesus. Amen. Sa ngalan ng Ama at ng Anak at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.
Dear beloved Nicolanda, of the Virgin of Francia, renowned for feeling and exceeding from dawn to dusk, we're singing our praise to thee. Where the flames, sparkling rivers and seas, hills and mountains breeze adore. From the shores across the seas, all nature's here to thee abound. Bicolanja, Bicolanja, our native land behold. Albay, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes, Masbate, Sorsogon. Sinis o Iriga, Nagalikaw, Legazpi, Tabaco, Sorsogon, and Masbate, abode of noble heroes, land of the free. Oh, Mount Mayon is watching over thee. Bicolanja, Bicolanja, the home of the Oragons. Fearless warriors, bold and flame, the truth and dignity we defend. Bicolanja, Bicolanja, the home of the Oragons. Fearless warriors, bold and flame, the truth and dignity we defend. The truth and dignity we give
Inang katandungan, ika ang mutya sa dagat sirangan, ing aldaw hinahagkan. ligtas panungkahamisan, mahal ko, sagana sa aldaw. Panung rosas ansi mong kadlagan, mutyang katandungan, panung kaugmahan, matuninong mabansay. Maria, bayao sa kuyang namumutan, sa katandungan kita paduman, mga kamunduan malilingwan, mahal ko. Yaonian, kagayunan pagkamilotan, mutyang katandungan, panung kaugmahan, matuninong mabansay.
And to give us the welcome remarks, let us all listen to Mrs. Irma C. Antonio, the Grade 2 Advisor.
Good day. It is my honor and privilege to congratulate you all for a job well done. I know it's very hard coping with the never-ending demands of modular learning, but you persisted, carried on, and pursued your goals. I would like to acknowledge our school's division superintendent, headed by Ma'am Susan S. Culiano, our public schools district supervisor, headed by Sir Eli Abundo, our school head, Ma'am Kel, our bayaning guro, Sir Alden, teachers, our dear respective parents, viewers, and graduates. Welcome, everyone. Today marks the beginning of an end, and no end of trials of life, since we're facing challenges amidst COVID-19 pandemic. The current situation did not stop us from living our dreams. Indeed, we are here today, the first virtual graduation of Batch 2021, with the theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. To all parents and guardians, thank you for the love, support, patience, and hard work in helping in educating your children. Lastly, I'd like to leave a message. Success is pretty simple. All it takes is integrity. Always do what is right, in the right way, and in the right time. And always wash your hands. Wear your face mask for COVID-free, so that we can go back to our normal lives. Once again, congratulations, Batch 2021. Thank you.
At this juncture, let us hear the message of our school's division superintendent, Mrs. Susan S. Culiano.
Dear graduates, completers, awardees, parents, school officials, PTA officials, barangay, municipal, and provincial government officials, one and all in the elementary and secondary schools in the happy island of Catanduanes. A blessed day to all of you. I believe positivity abounds today because it is your graduation or completion day. That is why today calls for big congratulations and celebrations. As your extended fan, I am sending my virtual applause for your success this year. Normally, during graduation seasons, what comes out viral is the quote, "Poverty is not a hindrance to success." Yes, it is classically true. However, in this time of pandemic, when the banner slogan of the Department of Education goes, "Education must continue," you have indeed proven it true. Hence, we could resonantly say, pandemic is not a hindrance to success. And so I thank you and congratulate you for continuing. You now belong to the legacy of the pandemic, who are epitomes of commitment and resiliency. But what about your success? What had been the ingredients that made the flavors of graduation and completion and brought you through to this moment? I would like to highlight some enablers. They are as important as your certificates and as significant and precious as your diploma. First, you yourself. Thank you and salute to you for making schooling as your priority. You have developed strong attitudes towards distance learning, which made you the best distance and digital learners in this age and time. Your ambition to learn and understand as much as possible make up your ambitious learning goals, which are the triggers of value for your future careers. Ang tawag dito ay ambisyon at disposition. These two are very important. Wala silang substitute. Kung gusto mong lumigaya ang iyong buhay sa darating na panahon, wag mong bibitawan ang iyong ambisyon. Subalit, kailangan mo din ang tamang disposisyon at yan ang manibela ng inyong aksyon. Remember, all have been given the same chances to secure a proper education even during a trying time. How you secured it makes up the biggest ingredient for success. Latest study revealed that students' dispositions to develop ambitious learning goals and to attribute high value to school may be particularly important for maximizing the effect of online learning. For instance, in Ireland, dahil wala pa tayong study dito sa Pilipinas, among students making extensive use of ICT for schoolwork, those with ambitious learning goals scored 32 more points in reading compared to their peers lacking ambitious learning goals. Sila yung mga hindi lang umaasa sa ibibigay na module ng teachers or sa available na learning materials from schools. Sila yung mga hungry for more students, mga ML students, mobile learners, at hindi mobile legend players who crave for more and spend the whole time they have for reading, searching, researching, questioning, analyzing, integrating, and applying what they learned. They are those who feel satisfied only when their craziest, if not the weirdest questions are answered. Take note, not only by their teachers, but by themselves. Kaya sabihin nyo sa sarili nyo, salamat sa ambisyon at disposisyon kong matuto, nandito ako ngayon. The fundamental roles that your parents and all your extended family members play are credited to the highest level. The school year has literally demanded for an involvement of your parents and family members when they took their roles as para-teachers, as guides, coaches, and mentors. With them and the ready hands, you were able to successfully work on your modules and prepared your requirements. And so I praise and thank the family members for the enormous support they have given you. Please receive my virtual applause and salute to our dear parents, our para-teachers, family members. Our dearest teachers and school officials have become instant digital and distance learning teachers and facilitators of modules and all kinds of learning resources available. They have exerted extra special effort to make sure that learning continues. They injected the best motivation for you to carry on, to master your task, and keep yourself improving and performing, transforming, and succeeding in every step of the way. Lalong-lalo na sa mga panahon na gusto nyo nang bumitaw sa paghawak ng module. Kumapit pa rin kayo dahil sa patuloy na pag-aalaga at pagpapahalaga sa inyo ng mga guro. Thank you, dearest teachers and school officials, for nurturing our learners. Lastly, and most important, you valued the existence and intercession of God in our daily battle for survival, invoking His name always and placing our hope, our faith in His great love and power. During this time, we depended on Him in our need for wisdom, for light, and for all sources of strength and our much needed provisions. And yes, we survived the test and remained steadfast to our faith. All this teach us the lesson of our faith in God. Going this far and becoming excellent or achieving quality education during pandemic was an enormous work for you. Now, to strengthen your takeaway, your education and its quality, you need to hold on to that same formula, but be mindful of some lessons that come in surprise. For example, life is unpredictable. It is a reality. So embrace it, but never surrender to its unpredictability. Along the way, there are checkpoints, delays, but there would always be a road wide open for you to travel on despite the blocks. And this is a mark of resiliency. Yan din ang tatak ng isang katandunganon. Take control and be a rightful and responsible user of the most obvious learning opportunity, which is the ubiquitous application of technology. Manage your own learning by nourishing even the littlest sources of learning that give you hope for thinking how that learning would work. Build narratives that highlight your successes, but make every dim light of your schooling an inspiration. Build more your sense of self-efficacy, your ability and commitment to overcome difficulties on your own, and assure yourself that no matter how dramatic and difficult the situation may be, you will carry on with the same fervor for education. But, ladies and gentlemen, our dear completers and graduates, as you grow more in learning, please take a balance of your life, for success is useless if your mind and body are not well. Again, these two do not have any substitute. Inspired by this year's theme, with prayers for your success, I summon you to carry on to the next wonderful world of schooling. Seize it with increased enthusiasm, genuine humility, and don't forget, ambitious goals. Thanks to your much reputed alma mater for ably preparing you for this. Finally, I say, always find God, find good, and find silver lining in all your experiences. Be an example of goodness too. Give grace to yourself and to others, and move on with firm resolve that you will be the best version of yourself, thereby reckoning the day when you proudly say, I am the person I have been waiting and looking for. Dear graduates, dear completers, isulong ang iyong edukasyon na puno ng pag-asa, kaakibat ng tiyaga at paggabay sa inyong ambisyon, disposisyon at positibong aksyon, kasabay ng aming panalangin na ang pagpapala ng Diyos ay sumainyo lagi. Again, congratulations, good luck, and mabuhay!
To present the candidates for graduation, let us all welcome our school head, Mrs. Raquel C. Alfon, to be followed by the confirmation by our Public Schools District Supervisor, Mr. Elias V. Abondo.
To the authorized representative of the school's division superintendent, Mr. Elias B. Abondo, Public Schools District Supervisor, Virac North District, may I present to you 9 candidates for graduation this school year 2020-2021. 4 of them are boys and 5 girls. I have gone through their school records and I found out that they have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for the K-12 basic education curriculum prescribed by the Bureau of Elementary Education. They now wait for your confirmation.
By the authority delegated to me by the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Officer in Charge, Office of the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Susan Esculiano, and upon the recommendation of your head teacher, Ms. Raquel Alfon, that you have satisfactorily completed the requirements for elementary education of the K-12 basic education program prescribed by the Department of Education. I hereby confirm your graduation this 12th day of July 2021 at JMA Puniton Elementary School. You are now eligible to enroll in junior high school. Congratulations!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of JMA Puniton Elementary School, Grade 6 Masayahin, Arcilia Patrick, Soreda John Michael M. with honors, Caroy Alpicedric M. with honors, Villaferte John Mark E. De la Cruz Hazel Z. with high honors, Magtangob Hazel May Z. with honors, Papango Rhea F. Samujo Rica and Tabo Bea Jane F. Mrs. Esmeralda S. Mercado, Advisor. Congratulations, Batch 2021 graduates! Let us hear the message of our DepEd Secretary, Yunor Magtolis Briones.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside. You can either work because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
To introduce our guest speaker, let us listen to our school head, Mrs. Raquel C. Alfon.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest speaker for this occasion is a native of Barangay JMA Puniton, Verac, Catanduanes. He was born on July 11, 1994. His father is Benito Magtangom, and his mother is Laura Samudio Magtangom. He is the fifth child among the 8 siblings. He finished his elementary grades at JMA Puniton Elementary School in the year 2010 and continued his secondary education at Buyo Integrated School in the year 2014. He finished his degree in Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation Nautical at Mariners Polytechnic Colleges Foundation in the year 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, ipinapakilala ko po ang ating panauhing pandangal na kilala sa tawag na Tanono, Mr. Lionel Samudio Magtangom.
Tower School Division Superintendent Ma'am Susan Esculiano, our ever-supportive principal, Mrs. Raquel C. Albon, high-calibrated teaching staff of JMA Puniton Elementary School, Mrs. Esmeralda S. Mercado, Mrs. Lisel B. Pante, Mrs. Amor Licawan, and Mrs. Irma C. Antonio. Graduating students and proud parents, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Sabi nga nila, walang unos na di malalampasan ng taong may determinasyon at pagpursigi sa pagkamit ng matiin sa buhay. Walang malalim na dagat ang di kayang sisirin ng taong may hangarin na maabot ang mga pangarap. Sinubok tayo ng napakalaking unos nang pumutok ang pandemya. Nawalan ng hanap buhay, maging mawalan ng minamahal sa buhay. Ngunit hindi yun naging dahilan upang tumigil sa pakikipagsapalaran sa buhay. Tinuruan tayo nito kung paano maging matatag, maging maingat at mapaghalaga sa sarili. Hindi makakaila sa karamihan ang hirap na pinagdadaanan ng mga mag-aaral sa panahon ng pandemya. Nariyan ang mga agam-agam kung paano sino ang gagabay sa kanila. Nariyan ang mga pag-uusbong ng mga suliranin dahil sa stress sa pag-aaral at pagbabago ng learning environment nila. Ngunit tingnan nyo, narito kayo sa inyong pagtatapos. Hindi nyo man may mamartya ang puting toga, tiyak kong labis naman ang inyong kasiyahan lalo na ang inyong mga magulang. Sa ating mga guro, labis ang aming pasasalamat sa walang asawang pagsuporta at pagbibigay ng dekalidad na edukasyon para sa mga kabataan. Sa lahat ng mga proud parents ng ating magsisipag tapos, maligayang pagpati sa ating mga graduating students. Maligaya at masaganang pagtatapos sa inyong lahat. Pamantayo ng panahon, patuloy lang tayo lumaban sa buhay. Gawing inspirasyon ang mga onos at huwag kalimutan humingi ng gabay sa Panginoong may kapal. Sapagkat sa uli, lahat ng ito ay ating mapagtatagumpayan. Maraming salamat po at magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
And now, to give us her words of gratitude, let us all welcome Hazel Zay de la Cruz with high honors.
Good afternoon, teachers, parents, and schoolmates. We are now on our very special event. As a pupil in this school, for me, graduation is an achievement. For 7 years that I've been here, thank you all, especially for our teachers who are our second mother. They teach us good morals. Without them, the school is nothing. Without them, we are not here in this position. And without them, we can't achieve our dreams, which is the stepping stone of fulfilling our aspirations. Thank you too to our parents for supporting us. You are our inspiration. Thank you for the efforts, love, care, and being understanding. We promise that we would never give up for our career. Thank you also to my schoolmates, classmates who share laughter and joy. Hope you never forget will build our friendship. Thank you and goodbye for a little while. We'll just see each other soon. Happy graduation despite this pandemic.
To give us her words of thanks, here is the President of Teachers Association, Mrs. Esmeralda S. Mercado.
Sa aming Schools Division Superintendent, Ginang Susan S. Culiano, sa aming Public Schools District Supervisor, Ginoong Elias Abundo, sa aming panauhing pandangal na si Ginoong Leonel Magtangob, sa aming punong guro na si Ginang Raquel Alfon, sa aking mga kapwa-guro, sa mga magulang, sa mga graduates, at sa lahat ng mga manunood, isang mapagpalang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Kumusta kayo mga bata? Naramdaman ba ninyo na kayo ay nag-iisa sa panahong ito ng pandemya? O mas naramdaman ninyo yung tagumpay? Opo mga bata, nagtagumpay tayo. Napagtagumpayan natin ang pandemyang ito sa larangan ng edukasyon. Siyempre, sapagkat hindi tayo nag-iisa. Nariyan ang Diyos na gumabay sa atin, kaya salamat sa ating Panginoon. Nariyan din ang kagawaran ng edukasyon sa pangunguna ni Ginang Leonor Magtoles Briones at kanyang makasamahan dito sa Dibisyon ng Catanduanes sa kanilang pag-iisip at pagpaplano ng mga iba't ibang alternatibo. Maihatid lamang sa atin ang edukasyon sa panahong ito ng pandemya. Sa mga teachers na nag-create ng mga modules, sa mga teachers na nagradyo, at maging sa mga teachers na nasa telebisyon, ginawa nila ang lahat ng walang takot. Maihatid lamang ang layunin ng edukasyon na matuto ang mga bata sa panahong ito ng pandemya. Maraming salamat sa mga pinagsanib na puwersang yan. Sa mga taga-LGU, sa Barangay Kapitan ng JMA Puniton, Virac, Catanduanes, at sa kanyang mga kasamahan, salamat po sa paghatid ng mga modules sa mga tahanan ng aming mga mag-aaral. Sa mga ating mga magulang, sa paggabay sa inyong mga anak, salamat din po sa inyo. Sa aming bayaning guro na araw-araw na pumupunta sa mga bawat tahanan para ihatid sa inyo ang layunin ng pagkatuto. Maraming salamat po sa iyo, bayaning guro. Higit sa lahat, sa inyo mga espesyal naming mga mag-aaral na nagtapos ngayon. Salamat at hindi kayo sumuko. Mas pinili ninyong matuto sa panahong ito. So maraming salamat sa inyo.